Hi guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to the Avoiding Broke podcast. I really hope you're well. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday and that you've had a truly marvellous week. And I know this is the first podcast that I'm doing of 2023. So although it is February, I do want to say Happy New Year to you all, and I hope that you've had a wonderful start to the year. And I really hope that you're really happy and positive and really looking forward to 2023 and everything that it can bring for you. So guys, what I wanted to talk to you about today is actually putting into practice the things that we are learning about. Now, I know you're listening to this podcast, which to me makes me believe that you want to learn about stuff and that you are interested in your personal development. You're interested in not standing still. You want to move forward. You actually want to do things with your life. And I'm sure that means that you are watching, listening and reading many other things. So I think one of the things that we can sometimes do is we are watching things, we're reading things, we're learning, and actually we're then feeling great about all of those things that we're doing. We feel like we're broadening the stuff that we know. But if we don't put any of it into practice, or we don't make any changes in our lives, then what impact has it actually had? And they don't even have to be huge changes that we're making. You know, if you're considering your mindset, or books about being healthy, or your diet, or your personal finances, then just putting in practice those small steps to make those small changes can really make such a big difference, especially over time. Now, when we talk about savings, we often talk about compound interest and how that is just the most marvelous thing in the world, because you get exponential growth. But the same is true when you put things into practice that you're learning. So for example, if you want to create a positive mindset, and one of the things that you've read is, every single time you get a negative thought into your head, then stop, take that negative thought away and replace it with a positive thought. If you do that, then that compounds as well. So that's one of the things that I think we really need to think about, is how well we're putting into practice the things that we are learning. And one of the things that Jermaine and I are currently doing is actually doing that. We are having discussions about the stuff that we are reading, the stuff that we're watching and that we're listening to see how can we put it into practice. And so one of the things I think that can help with this is when you do listen to a podcast, watch a YouTube video or read a book, then why not take some time as you're going through, or at the end, whatever works for you, but actually write down a plan and then stick to it. So Jermaine and I have actually done this very recently, where we have been really focused over the past, well, actually since the beginning of this year and probably the end of last year, we've really been focused on our personal finances and preparing ourselves for 2023, because let's face it, this is most likely going to be a difficult year for a lot of people, with looming recessions and inflation where it is at the moment, and also interest rates increasing, so which can obviously have a big impact on you if you need to take out credit, or if you have a mortgage that adjusts with the interest rates, or actually if you're looking to get a new mortgage, then you may be thinking about how changes in interest rates are going to affect you. And we've just seen that the Monetary Policy Committee here in the UK has increased interest rates to 4%, which is the highest that it's been in a very long time, which is having a huge impact on lots of people's mortgages. So that's something that we've been really focused on, is how can we best strengthen our personal finances? How can we navigate these tricky times? And how can we set ourselves up for growth in the future? So we've been doing a lot of reading, watching podcasts, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, going back to some of the stuff that we have read about before, such as the Dave Ramsey book, when he's got his seven, I think he calls them his 7 baby steps for your personal finances. We've been going through that, but that was all well and good, but until we actually sat down and Jermaine put together on one sheet of paper a plan for us that we can execute over the next year, but we start right now, until we did that, then all we were actually doing was reading for reading's sake, watching for watching's sake, or listening for listening's sake, until we actually got that plan in place, then it didn't mean very much, all of the work that we were putting in. And let's face it, when we put in work, we actually want it to mean something. We actually want to know that our efforts have some impact, or they have some positive outcome. So the way to do that is to put in practice what you've learned. Think of a plan and make sure that you really take a step back. Think about what's going to work for you. And my suggestion would be write it down and put actionable steps on there, and then commit to following those steps. Because I think then you are giving yourself the best chance to actually benefit from all the work that you are putting in terms of your accumulation of knowledge and your personal development and your growth. So that's really what I wanted to share with you today, is just, encourage you to take that next step, to actually put in practice the things that you are learning and give yourself the best chance. So I really, really hope that you found that useful. I really hope that you have a wonderful week, and we look forward to speaking to you again next week. And you guys take care of yourselves. Okay, guys, bye.